We're going to keep you on the BP story. Oppenheimer's Fadel Gheit has been named the best stock picker for oil and gas by the Wall Street Journal's Best on the Street. BP is among the stocks he covers. He is with us now from his office in New York. Fadel, thanks so much for joining us. You still rate the stock an outperform. It's down 50% since the explosion in April. You say now is the time to buy?
Well, unfortunately, I saw that a couple of weeks ago and the stock was much higher than that. But now I think BP is cheap. It is trading as if the company is going to go out of business, which is not very likely. BP asset value and stock price would be significantly higher than what it is now. BP traded at $60, which implies that the net asset value of BP could be worth more than $100. Even if I throw at BP $60 billion of potential liability, which in my view is outrageous, that will take away $20 from the $100 net asset value. That will leave me with about $80. If I take 60% of that, because normally oil stocks do not reflect 100% of the net asset value, about 60% of the net asset value. The stock should be trading today as we speak at $48.
So, Fadel, you see certainty where others have said there are too many uncertainties. You think that there is a ceiling, even a $60 billion limit to the liability for BP?
Exactly. I'm saying how high is high. I mean, if the intention is to bankrupt BP, now all bets are off. I don't believe anybody would have any interest of having a bankrupt BP. It's a large company. We need BP to survive in order to pay for the cleanup, in order to pay for all the economic damage.
What about the possibility, though, that BP might have to sell off some of its U.S. businesses? I mean, some people have said BP's never going to get another contract in the States again.
Well, I'm not sure about that. The oil business is a global business. If we don't buy BP oil that is produced in the U.S., so they will sell it, elsewhere.
No, but ExxonMobil or Shell or another big company could come in and buy BP's U.S.-based assets.
Not very likely. Again, remember, the BP is not a U.S. company. It's a British company. This is the crown jewel of the U.K. If we really want to declare war against Great Britain, this is something else, but I'm not sure that we are at this point yet. The rhetoric and the political pressure is going out of control, and it makes no sense. In my humble opinion, BP worth a lot more than what the current stock price was to $30. As I said, if we hit BP with $60 billion liability, BP stock price should be trading above $48 today.
Fadel, would you change your mind if the company deferred its dividend? Doesn't sound like you would, but I have to ask.
Well, actually, I am expecting the company to suspend the dividend, because suspending the dividend will remove some of the political pressure, will satisfy those in Congress that they say BP should not pay its shareholders, which in my view, it is not fair, because most of their shareholders, they are not rich people. They are retirees. They are people who have their pension fund. But having said that, suspending the dividend, in my view, will eliminate a lot of pressure on the company and will enable them to face any financial liability going forward.
Does that happen tomorrow when BP's chairman, Svenberg, is with President Obama?
Well, it is more likely that they will come out with a plan. The president will tell them exactly what he has in mind, which basically we know, that will establish a $20 billion escrow account, which BP will do with ease. They don't have to sell any asset. They have the liquidity. They can establish a line of credit in a very short period of time. BP can borrow $15 billion today and still be within the debt ratio limit, which is the upper limit is about 30%.
And quickly here, Fadel, President Obama's tone tonight on BP, do you think it's going to be aggressive, more aggressive than anything we've heard from him?
Well, he cannot be more aggressive unless, as I said, he wants to sell a relationship with the UK, which I don't believe. He is a centrist. I think he was pushed to make some of these statements because of the political pressure. But having said that, it's a catastrophe. BP is doing the best job they can. BP will end up footing the bill, but let's keep BP in business, because this is the only company that can pay these bills is BP.